Thanks for joining me today. We're going to talk about what did the Toronto Maple Leafs do with their shiny new prospect, Nick Robertson. In a nutshell, he's a left winger who was drafted in the second round in 2019, and he's just been making it rain in the OHL for the past couple seasons, really. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to ask you to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you could share this video as well, it would really help out the channel, and I'd appreciate it. Now, let's go over some Nick Robertson stats before we jump right into this. Now, he's left wing. He shoots left. He's born September 11th, 2001 in Northville, Michigan. He's 18 years old. Remember that. It's important later. He's 5'9", 164 pounds, so not too big, smallish guy. And as I mentioned, he was drafted by the Maple Leafs in the second round, 53rd overall in the 2019 NHL entry draft. Now, he's been with the Peterborough Petes the past few seasons. And this season, in 46 games, he's had 55 goals and 86 points in 46 games. I know. I said that already. 46. I'll say it again. And he's also been a plus 29, so he's good at both ends in the rink. He's actually been owning his defensive game as well. He also had 40 penalty minutes. Now, this year at the 2020 World Junior Championships, under 20 in 5 games, he's had 2 goals and 5 points. Point-a-game player, and was a +2 with 2 penalty minutes. And not to mention, the Hockey News in a recent issue has ranked him in terms of NHL prospects 34th overall, which a lot of people are having a bit of an issue with, including myself. I think he could very easily move up around 15 or so spots. But let's get to the problem. Now, he has said himself, Nick Robertson that is, he's trying to bulk up and get bigger and heavier to be able to prepare to play against men and make the Toronto Maple Leafs next season. And that's very possible, and it would be great. And yeah, I know the Leafs have lots of offensive weapons. They need defense, right? But who says that, you know, if Nick Robertson came up, they make room for him. It's not like Jeremy Bracco, by the way, of the AHL, who's been dwelling there for the past 3 years, because although he's a really gifted offensive playmaker and forward, he just doesn't really have any good defensive acumen to him, which is what kept him down here and kept him from breaking the lineup, which is why the Maple Leafs have talked about maybe even trading him. Now, the Leafs would not do this with Nick Robertson. They would bring him up if he was good enough and trade some of their excess offense, like Andreas Johnsson and Sami Kapanen, who they've mentioned before in trade rumors, and, you know, go after that elusive right shot defenseman on the first pair that they so desperately need. Now, maybe they trade them for assets or something in order to get that or whatever. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. But what if he's just, you know, being a smaller guy, it might make him more susceptible to getting hurt when playing against bigger men in a, you know, in the small NHL North American rink. And, you know, it would really benefit him to go to the AHL to play with men for at least a year, to mature, to get bigger, before making his way up to the big leagues. Now, a GM will say there is an agreement between the CHL, the OHL is a part of that, it's a Canadian Hockey League, that a player under 20 cannot play in the AHL. That if they don't make the NHL team, they have to go back to the OHL, which is just the dumbest rule. I know GMs hate it in the NHL. Fans hate it from a prospect point of view because, you know, where's the kid supposed to go? You know, a GM doesn't want, you know, a kid to come up and barely play, you know, 10 or so minutes on the 4th line or something, or sitting in the press box half the time. They want him playing tons of minutes, getting that experience, you know, giving his body more of a chance to grow, to get heavier, to get bigger, meaner, etc. You know, playing against men. but he can't do that. The player's kind of stuck in limbo here. I think they're going to try and rewrite this agreement, but I mean, the CHL's beef is that they've had, especially the OHL, I think, they've had some dwindling attendance numbers the past 10 or so years, give or take, and that they want some of these stars to come back to help put bums in the seats there. Fair enough, but I don't think, you should be sacrificing a player's development because of that. So I really hope they change this rule. Now, this doesn't apply for anyone who's played their junior years in the States, in the United States, or in Europe or Russia or whatever. Because in the AHL, you only have to be 18 to be able to play in there. It's only the agreement between the CHL and the NHL that says they have to be 20. So my suggestion was, why not send him to the Swiss League? Like Austin Matthews went to play in. Or send him to, I don't know, the SHL, the Swedish Hockey League. At least he can play against men. And yeah, I know it's not a North American rink, it's a bigger rink, but at least it's playing against bigger, more talented players, older players, and get him used to that and giving his body a chance to, to catch up with his skill. Now, I've looked online, I haven't read anything that I found yet that says that this can't be done. I don't know if the Toronto was thinking about this as an option, perhaps. Maybe they want to see if he can make the team first. I don't know. In any case, I would love to hear what you have to say about this in the comment section down below. And hit like if you like this video. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. And hey, don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.